Hi there, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's video we're going to be breaking down a 2% win I took on Euro Yen. I'm going to break down the reasonings why I took it, and I'm also going to show the actual calling of the trade that I did with members in the group. So on the left hand side of the screen we have the index, which is the yen basket, and on the right hand side of the screen we have the euro versus the yen, which is obviously the pair I traded. You can see the arrows on the screen for my executions. It does look like on face value it is a losing trade, but we are going to go and break into that. So if I quickly just rewind on the right hand side, I'm basically just going to break down my thought process behind why this position was taken. So if we're looking on the screen now, you'll see that I'll show that I did call it before I obviously entered the trade. And then following that, members were able to enter as well. So if we look to the left-hand side of the screen, I'll firstly show the yen basket area. Obviously, I can't replay both sides at the same time, but I had this area here on the yen basket as an area of strength. Reason being, I had a Fibonacci. We like a Fibonacci here. And then I also had a break retest with the round number of 6650. So in my head, I was thinking that the yen was going to get strong, and therefore I needed to find a currency that was at a weakness level when the yen was at the strength area. So if we look on the left hand side of the screen, price come down and you can see price traded into the area. If I go into the 60-minute time frame, maybe even the 15, that's probably best, you can see this happened here. So within this move right there is when I was able to take profit on my position. So price came into the area, pushed down, and then this reaction here is where I actually was able to profit from the position. So if I quickly just go back to the 4 hour on here, and on the right hand side, I will show down the thought process behind the trade. So we broke down here on the left that this big bearish candle pushed into the area. At the time this was happening on Euro Yen, this big bullish candle happened on the Euro Yen. So on the left hand side, we have the yen getting weak into my area, and therefore euro was strong, because when the yen is weak, the euro against it is obviously going to be stronger. Price then pushed in to this kind of high, which was looking for a retest, and the 1.63 round number. I entered the position here from 89. It was a live execution. I had a 40 pip stop loss. I had a 40 pip TP1. Main reason as well is because we were coming into the break and retest off this high. And obviously with the win rate being about 80%, I am able to take one-to-one positions. If we then just drop to the 5 minute just to see obviously what happened, price came up here, triggered me in, because obviously it was a live execution, and then price kind of just started moving quite slow. We did have a push into profit, and then price came back. And then once Trump started speaking at 8 p.m. last night about the tariffs, that's when the volume started coming into the market. And if we look what happened, price came back to entry, pushed down, pinpoint entry, or pinpoint take profit, should I say. And then once that was triggered, it literally went all the way to what would have been stop loss. So I was able to take a take profit from the position. I did take 2% from this trade. Obviously, I planned the trade before it happened, stuck to the plan once the trade went live, and I was able to profit alongside all of my members when it came to this position. So if you have any questions regarding anything I've been over below, please just drop a kind of comment or just message me on Instagram. Links to everything are going to be in the bio, and I'll see you in the next video.